Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so earlier today we got a small data download on Global, confirming a few things that we essentially already were expecting. And we now know the dates and the details for not only the release of the EZA for our boy Turles, we've also got a couple of free-to-play unit EZAs, as well as the confirmation of the arrival of the All-Star Battle EZA event, which is the 999 stage Extreme Z Battle, which gives out a ton of good rewards, including a load of stones, which of course is perfect for global players right before the worldwide download celebration. Because remember, the worldwide download celebration is going to start in basically a couple of days extra to like 2 weeks. So just over 2 weeks from now, worldwide download celebration is going to start. In fact, 2 weeks from today is as early as we might even start seeing teasers for like animations and the kit and stuff like that. In fact, we'll have probably seen an in-game teaser already, like for the Namek saga where they showed the spaceship and stuff like that. There's a couple of different things that we could have seen, you know, in 2 weeks from now. So obviously, first up we have the AGL Turles EZA. So this is one that I know people have been looking forward to for a very long time, myself included. I'm a big fan of LR Turles still, the SCR one. And these guys together, of course, always were a very good rotation, but AGL Turles was kind of letting the side down a little bit. Ironically now, of course, when it comes to the hardest content in the game, it's going to be the LR Turles that is slightly too defensively weak for some of that content. But that rotation can still be made to work. I'm very much looking forward to trying it out. So, Turles EZAs into movie bosses 170 across the board, leader skill or extreme class 100%. He raises attack and defense on super attack, does immense damage and has a medium chance to stun. So the best build for him was always full additional anyway because of his stun chance. So with him now raising attack and defense on super, that is obviously still the best build for him. If you can double super, you get that double defense raise. And then he has attack and defense 160, all allies key +3 and attack 40%. One of the reasons why he was always so good when he first came out is because he supports all allies. So it doesn't matter if you put him on a super team with a bunch of pure Saiyans, he's still giving 3 key and 40% attack. He also gives all allies 40% defense when there is a super class enemy. So obviously in the red zone, he's obviously not going to be as good defensively. But any events with new super types for the worldwide download celebration, it's likely they'll finally revisit the collection of epic battles. So we should get a stage where you are fighting all super type enemies with potentially a very hard Goku boss at the end. So that's going to be very beneficial. He also gives superclass enemies minus 20% attack, and then he transforms by eating the fruit of the Tree of Might when conditions are met, which is a 30% chance to activate it for 3 turns when your HP is 80% or below. And they basically fixed one of the biggest issues with his transformation, because you pretty much bring him on the team to be a support unit, and back in the day that allowed you to run units that didn't necessarily have the best key links, because you were going to have Turles in slot 3 providing support, but then when he transformed he didn't give support anymore. Whereas now, when he transforms, he still gives all allies key +3. So he still raises attack and defense, does immense damage, has a high chance to stun. He recovers 20% HP at the start of the turn, gets 200% attack and defense. He gets an additional 100% defense when there's a superclass enemy. Superclass enemies defense minus 80%, and attacks effective against all types when HP is 80% or more. So the transformed version is pretty much the same as before, where he just becomes a powerhouse, much higher defense, much heavy hitter. He's still providing that little bit of key, so he's still benefiting the rest of the team, which is really good. And of course he's a Saiyan, so he has good links. He also has big bad bosses. So this guy's crazy. His EZA basically makes the movie bosses ESBR no item run a complete joke, which is the thing that took me months and like thousands of tries to do without him. And then when he comes out, it just becomes stupidly easy. A lot of the people that I know literally got a no items run without even really trying by testing him out in that stage for the first time. So very possible to absolutely destroy movie bosses ESBR if it's still the final stage that you need to do. So I'll of course do a team building guide for his Extreme Z battle. That'll be up like the night before the event comes out. So moving on, we have the Prime Battle LR Super Saiyan Vegeta. So we're getting the campaign for that. Obviously, if you already have him as an LR and at SA20, you'll get a ton of rewards as soon as the event begins. Otherwise, definitely make sure you get that done during this event. After his EZA, he's a free-to-play Pure Saiyans lead, 4 key, 130 to stats. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage on his 12 key, and then greatly raises for 1 turn and does mega colossal on his 18 key. 50% attack, 70% defense, additional 70% defense when HP is 50% or more, key +1 with each attack performed up to +5, as well as an additional 50% attack, and launches 2 guaranteed additional normal attacks, but each of which has a rare chance of becoming a super for 4 turns after receiving an attack. Now, rare chance is only 15%, which is pretty lame. But obviously, as we've seen with units like the AGL Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, getting a bunch of additional normal attacks can make it more likely for you to trigger the hidden potential additional. So obviously you will potentially see a lot of turns where you super attack with this guy, he does 2 additional normal attacks, and then he does the additional super. And of course, both of his supers raise his defense, so any turn where he gets multiple supers, he's obviously going to be looking a lot better, both offensively and defensively. So overall, he's pretty decent. He's nothing too crazy. It'll be interesting to try him out. Obviously, he's on the Martian Vegeta 200% leader skill team. Mine is already link leveled, so of course we will do a Rainbow full level 10 link showcase for him as soon as that EZA comes out. So yeah, will be interesting to see how well he stacks up against the other Prime Battle LRs. And then we have 2 other farmable free-to-play units. So we have the AGL Tarball, the long-lost younger brother of Vegeta. He is a siblings bond leader for 77%, or an all-types leader, so can be good for your link level teams and stuff. He does supreme damage to the enemy, raises allies' attack by 30% for 1 turn. He changes STR orbs to AGL. He has attack and defense 100%. Chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, 30% when there are another 2 or more Vegeta family allies on the team. He has a chance to evade +5% and an additional attack and defense 50% when attacking with 3 or more key spheres obtained. So you can get a little bit of an extra buff as well as extra chance to dodge with 3 orbs. And then he gets chance to dodge 5%, additional attack and defense 50% again with 5 or more orbs obtained. And then he also gives siblings bond allies 2 key and attack and defense 30%, which of course includes him as well. So if you can get 5 orbs, he's getting extra dodge chance, an extra 100% attack and defense. So be interested to see how well this guy actually does stat-wise. He could be an interesting support unit for Siblings Bond, but I'll have to wait and see. I never watched any of the JP videos, so I don't know if he will be good for that team or just good as a free-to-play option, but we will have to see. And then the other one is the Int Farmable Gotenks, with the Wolffang Volleyball Fist. He's a fusion leader for 77% and an in-types lead. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and greatly lowers defense on super. Attack and defense 50%. Additional attack and defense 50% for 5 turns from the start of the turn. Then he gets an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super when facing only 1 enemy, and he gets an additional attack and defense 50% when the enemy is in defense down status. And obviously he lowers defense with his super, so if he does get an additional super attack, he triggers that own part of his passive, so he's going to get that extra buff for the second attack. So very, very good. Obviously full additional again for this guy. You'll potentially see turns where he triple supers, and he could be looking pretty decent. The only problem is that attack and defense 50% for 5 turns, so obviously in longer form events he's not going to be anywhere near as good, but he could be another solid free-to-play option for the Fusion team. He's not on Kamehameha, so obviously he's not getting the 200% lead from the Anniversary LR Super Saiyan 4s, but he could still be an interesting free-to-play option. And then last but not least, the details from the EZA confirmed the release of the All-Star Battle. As you can see, this is a 999 stage EZA. The first 108, is it? Yep, stages are Dragon Ball Saga. Then it switches over to World Tournament for a bunch of stages. I'll do a video about this event in general, because basically as you go through the tiers, it requires different category teams as the special team, like a normal EZA. But one thing I will say, from experience on my side JP that isn't even really that good, I got through the first 200 stages just by using like a fusion team. So if you have a really stacked box and say you pulled like the anniversary LRs and stuff like that, the first few stages won't be too bad. I have heard from some JP players, as you get more towards the last 100 or so stages, it can become a lot more difficult if you're not using the special team. But again, I will do a separate video going over this event in more detail. But the main thing that everybody's going to be interested in is, of course, the total rewards. By completing all 999 stages, you get 277 stones. So remember, the download celebration is going to have the Dual Dokkan Fest with the 3+1 rotations. So what that basically means is by doing this event, you're only 23 stones shy, which, let's be fair, you'll get that with like a couple of weeks of login bonuses from now until the download celebration, potentially. Plus, we also have, I think, was it 40 stones on login coming for that superhero event? So that's basically a free 3+1 rotation on each banner that you can get just by doing all of this. So it's long, it takes a while, but 277 stones, 27 of each of the 5 type Kais, as well as 3 Elder Kais, bunch of Zenny statues, and a ton of hidden potential orbs. So obviously this is very, very much worth doing to get all of these great rewards. So let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think. What are you most looking forward to? I know a lot of people have been super hyped about Turles' EZA. I'm definitely very intrigued to see what Prime Battle Vegeta is going to look like. And then obviously the All-Star Raid. I think I am working when it's supposed to all drop, so I might be able to stream a little bit of it on the day, but I was hoping maybe if I was off when this came out, we could do a big stream for it, but it looks like that's potentially not going to be the case. We'll have to see. But let me know what you guys are most looking forward to. All this stuff drops on the 15th in the UK. It's like Monday morning or late Sunday evening for you, depending on where you are in the US. I know PST is like 8 hours behind the UK. And I think the Gotenks and the Tarball actually drop at reset as well, which is 1 in the morning in the UK, and obviously much earlier in the evening for other places in the US. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.